Hey y'all, I just wanted to make a quick video, and this is kind of like a testimony or a testimony in the process, or maybe more so about a word being confirmed. Um, the last 2 or 3 years, I've been kind of like down in the dumps, and I didn't know it, and I didn't realize how down in the dumps I was until actually today. It just like, the energy sapped. Well, some things went on. I lost some loved ones, and it took a bigger toll on me than I really thought that it would. So first, I want to say, hey, keep a check on yourself. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, am I okay? You need to take time for yourself and to see if you are okay. So I realized this morning when I jumped up. I jumped up and I was like, and I looked in the mirror when I was getting ready for work, and I was like, I don't even take care of myself anymore. I don't do lipstick, and I'm a lipstick queen. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was just letting myself go. I hadn't twisted my hair, and I've always had an excuse for it. Well, I'm thinking about doing this, in which I was, but still, even in the process, when I had thought about it, I still could have done my hair. And then, but anyway, this morning I was in the mirror and I was just like looking at myself. I said, I have really let myself go. I've gained a lot of weight. I just don't fix myself up anymore. And I was like, is it because I'm married? Then my mind said, no, it's not. It's because you lost your joy. And so then I think about Psalms 30:5, where it talks about weeping endures for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. And a lot of times we look at morning as being sun shining and bright, but sometimes morning is going to come when it's still dark outside, because technically 12:01 a.m. is morning. And we get to the point where we think that everything has to be sun shining and bright. But this morning, the sun wasn't even out when I'm getting ready for work, or if it was, I didn't know because I was inside the house. And then we have to look at God can make your joy come anytime. So while I'm standing there in the mirror and I noticed that, and I'm overlooking myself, like I hadn't even cut my eyebrow, I hadn't trimmed my eyebrows. I had stopped wearing makeup, wasn't wearing lipstick. I would just put some chapstick on it and I would go on about my way. And so then I was like, it's like I said, you do something to yourself today. Put your makeup on, put your lipstick on. Go, even though you're not going to twist your roots, but just do something to your hair today. And so when I began to do that and just make it up in my mind, I felt my joy come back. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Because probably about 3 months ago, my husband told me, he said, God gave me a word. He said, he's going to bring your joy back. And I was like, okay. And at that time, I was thinking it was related to the play, and because we've been working on a play, and God had spoke to me around December. Hey, come on, let's do it again. And then, and even with producing a play, that's a lot of work. Because it's not all just you. So you're having to trust that other people will show up. You're having to trust that the actors and actresses, they will be there. And so then, and it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. But I kept holding on to, God said he's going to bring my joy back. And then I love it. And then the fact that the same play that we're doing, it got shut down in 2020 because, well, you know what happened in 2020. And so it got shut down. We was practicing for it. And so now I'm flinching. But then I had to remind myself, hey, girl, don't be flinching. You remember who your God is. So remembering who my God is like, hey, God can do anything. He can, if he told you to do it, then go ahead and go forth and do it. So we started working on it in February, and yes, it's been ups and downs. But today, April the 3rd, April the 3rd has been a great day for me because I got my joy back. And I mean, it just came over me, and it's a feeling on the inside. Happiness and joy is two different things. I tell everybody that I believe, this is me talking, I believe that happiness comes and goes, but joy is on the inside. Somebody else can make you happy. Somebody else can make you laugh and you just get happy for a moment. But that joy is on deep down on the inside of you. And it's different. It's just, and it only, God gives you joy. And I don't think people can give you joy. But anyway, I've just been having a great day today, and I'm going to continue to have a great day because I got my joy back. And I want to encourage you to go get your joy back. Do what you got to do, get your joy back. Sometimes you might need to relocate your mind. Sometimes you might need to just take a step back or just move to I'm not saying physically move, but just go move out of your own, that comfort zone. And so, but yeah, and I want to do this poem. It's called 11:59, and I wrote this after my father passed in 2016, and as well as I wrote the play that I put this poem in 2016 as well. And yes, of course, I'm going to read it, but and it's just one of them poems that tells you, hey, weeping endures for the night, but joy is coming. And the title of the poem is called 11:59. It took a lot of and the name of let me start over. It took a lot of pain to get to this place where I'll spend this quality time with a bowed face, praying in faith not for a release, but how to continue on with surpassing peace. A day with the Lord is as 1,000 years. A day without him is so full of tears. Therefore, I stand boldly upon his word, which causes people to think my mentality is blurred. But I'm showing forth of my faith since I only have one more minute to wait. At 11:59, it seems as all hell is broken loose upon me. If I hold on, in 1 minute, I'll be free. In one more minute, he will get all the glory from the ugliness of my story. All I have to do is continue to stand, believe in him, block out negativity, don't listen to them. Midnight will be here soon and very soon. Like Paul and Silas, I release my jail-shaking tune. For I know my joy is coming in the darkness of the morning, where the evil lying is doing the most fear-provoking roaring, cutting powerfully through the thinness of the night air. If you're not rooted and grounded, you'll find yourself in a point of despair. Until you break through to hear encouragement, positivity somehow. You hear the Lion of Judah, which turns the devil's roar into a meow. I can hear him so clearly as my heartbeat quickens, standing stronger and my faith thickens, because I know that I'm going to make it through this too. I'm going to say that again. Because I know that I'm going to make it through this too. He's already won the victory. I can't lose. 30 seconds left before I assume my next position. 20 seconds before the end of this mission. 10, 9, 8, 7. I can feel the rumbling of heaven. 6, 5, 4. Time to spread my wings. I'm about to soar. 3, 2, 1. This battle is done. I have won. All by the grace of the Almighty, who loves me enough to set me free. Sing unto the Lord, O ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. A moment in anger in his favor is life. My weeping only lasted for a night. And when you realize that your joy comes in the morning, and that morning sometimes is dark. It doesn't look like it's sun shining and bright and joyous, but it is. Because the Lord gave it to you. And baby, I want to tell you like this. Don't let nobody steal your joy when the Lord gives it to you. You protect your joy, you protect your peace, and you do what you got to do. And ask yourself questions. Am I okay? Am I okay? And then when you be honest with yourself, and if you feel like you're not okay, you go find out how to get okay. Okay? All right, I just wanted to give that word to you because joy is a valuable and precious commodity. So when the Lord gives it to you, don't take it for granted. Be blessed and be beautifully blessed.